Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your 2023 yearly forecast. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I'm going to pull a 12-card spread. It's going to be one card for every month of the year. I'll also pull energy oracles to give you a main idea, perspective, or energy for what to expect for 2023. And then I will pull Romance Angel Oracle to see what your love life energy, or just your love energy in general for the year, what you can expect. And I will pull some angel blessings at the very end. So make sure you guys give this a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Double tap that bell to get notified of all the readings. Once I'm done with all the 2023 readings, your January monthlies, and then your weeklies and angel messages will start coming through as regularly. I apologize for the delay. I've been under the weather, as you could tell by my voice. I did lose some of the original readings that I did. They did not transfer completely as I was editing. So here we go again. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. We do start the year off. Mercury retrograde is in full effect. So depending on when you are watching this, just be careful of the words that you choose. I apologize in advance if I stumble over my words. So yeah, so this is what the snapshot of what your year ahead is looking like. Also, by the way, if you are interested in booking your own 2023 yearly forecast, where I take your energies and what you can expect for the year, that link is in the description box below. You can check that out. It will be a recorded reading for you that you will have access to throughout whenever you'd like to view it. Okay, so here we go. Romance angels for the year ahead in 2023 for Aries. We have the card of separation. Keep an open mind, and we will pull one more, and then I'm going to get to it. I just heard the words nitty gritty. So I don't know if some of you use those words, or that's like popular in your conversation. Maybe it's someone that you speak to that you know, that says that regularly. But I just heard someone just kind of saying, let's get to it, down to the nitty gritty. Just tell me what I need to know, and then let's keep it moving, right? So overall energy for the entire year, what you can expect. 6th chakra archangel Metatron. This is a beautiful card. So if you are trying to reconnect with your inner guidance, your third eye chakra, I do feel like some of you may even, what I'm hearing is you may even be doing some sort of like detoxes, right? So eating cleaner, healthier, getting rid of any type of toxins, right? Whatever that may be. So if you were dependent, or maybe you indulged in certain toxins that were not the healthiest, whether that's food or substances, whatever it may be. Others of you, I do feel like you are literally going green. I'm hearing it clearly. You're moving even onto like eco-friendly, you know, type of solutions for keeping and maintaining your home. Wherever you can go clean and green is what I'm hearing. And that may also include your car. So yeah, that's just coming in really clearly. I do feel like there is this energy with Archangel Metatron who is guiding you to really, you know, hone in and trust your inner guidance. I get this feeling of you really wanting to be more grounded. And if that means being, moving towards more holistic avenues, right? Holistic, you know, healing, or dabbling into non-traditional ways of healing, or just grounding. I do get this energy of you spending a lot of time outdoors as well. I know that doesn't correlate with what this card means in the deck and the chapter, but that's what's coming through in terms of what Archangel Metatron is saying, how they will help you connect this year. So I do feel like I'm seeing someone doing a lot of meditative work, a lot of reflective work, especially starting off the year in Mercury retrograde. You're really wanting to trust your intuition. If you have been If you have felt like you trusted your gut, your intuition, and then you felt betrayed, or you felt lied to, deceived by someone that you thought you can trust and that you really wanted to trust them, I feel like whoever this person may have been in your life, or perhaps is still in your life, I do feel like this is something that they do on a regular, okay? It's not anything against your own intuition, your own inner guidance. I just feel like this person is just, it's who they are, that they even believe their own lies, their own deceptions, their own misconceptions. I feel like they literally seek to run circles around people, not just you. So if this was someone in your life, or currently is still someone in your life, a friend, a family member, a partner, or whatever it may be, I feel like a part of you was like, you know, I really wanted to trust them. I really wanted to believe them. I really wanted to believe, feel, know, want to, you know, hope, wish, and pray that things were going to work out with this person. The victory here, I do feel with the victory card is that all your endeavors will be very, very successful, right? If you seek to find truth in a situation, in a relationship, in a person's way of being, you will be victorious in discovering the truth. You will be victorious in what it is that you seek. I just get this feeling for you wanting to feel very whole and complete moving forward, okay? If that makes sense for you. So if some of you have felt like you've maybe even felt cheated over the last year or two, maybe you've had promises made to you that this is what was going to happen. These are the goals. I'm going to help you achieve them. I'm going to do this, or I'm promising you this salary, these opportunities, you know, whatever it may be, whether in business or in love, or even if you felt like you followed a path at some point that you thought was going to pay off, that you thought you were following the right path. I feel like some of you may have been questioning your intuition, questioning your own inner guidance. Like, I really swore I thought this was the right thing, or this was my path, or this was what I was meant to do. And now I'm like at a crossroads, right? I do feel like many of you will get the clarity that you have needed. Don't ever discount the experiences that you had, because whether they're good or bad, they are experiences that at the end of the day have brought about clarity. You know, even if you're like, well, what kind of clarity did that bring if I didn't even want to know about that stuff? Well, you know, you don't want it, right? You know, you don't want that in your life. You know, you don't want to go down that path ever again. That will tell you that if it didn't come across your path now, it probably would have down the road. Now, I do get this feeling of those of you that are really wanting to branch out and embark on something on your own, right? Some of you may be starting your own online business. And I just heard someone say, oh, their little online business. You got a little hater around you, just an FYI, okay? I do feel like if this person is like, quote unquote, supportive, right? Could be a little hater friend. It could be, you know, even your partner that just doesn't want to see you succeed beyond what they're capable of. Don't let that hold you back. Don't let that, you know, steal your shine, your glory, your success, right? If something feels right to you, regardless of past experiences, just do it, right? I do feel like whatever it is that you are embarking on a business level, financial level, things will be victorious. If you seek to fix friendships, relationships, you know, I'm hearing for some of you, it could be traveling and moving. I do get that feeling of making big changes and also being afraid of making those big changes. But I do get the energy that you will be victorious and successful regardless in what you do. Now, the card of envy is here. Whether this is you being envious of other people's lives, opportunities, you know, remember what people put out on social media isn't always 100% the truth. It's what they want to put out there. It's what they want you to believe. It's what they want you to know, right? So don't ever feel bad about yourself because you're not at someone else's, you know, level of home, career, money, you know, material things, right? Like maybe they got some designer stuff and, you know, you only wish you could have that. You know, it's even real, you know? It's things of that nature. Maybe they got a nicer car and you've been wanting to buy one, but you haven't yet. It's just, don't compare yourself to someone else's path, journey, or what they're putting out there, right? That you should only compare yourself and measure yourself to your own progress, what you're capable of. The comparison, you know, the whole comparison between you and other people, whether you kind of mentally do that to yourself or someone else is kind of like throwing it in your face, like, oh, look at what they've done, how come you can't do that? You know, it becomes an internal voice. That is something that we definitely need to let go, especially in 2023. It's time to like cut that shit out, right? You have the card of envy because either someone is very envious of you and what you have, and in your mind you're like, it ain't even all that, girlfriend, right? Like, you want what I have? Okay, here, you can have it. What are you gonna do now? You know, it's the same thing. You know, I feel as though some of you are just really moving towards living more authentically true to you and not being afraid of what that's going to look like when it's presented to the public, social media, whatever it may be. I also get the feeling that that's going to be very, very successful for you, especially if you are putting it out in a business. Sorry about the cough, guys. Give me a sec. Sorry about that. As I was saying, I do feel like having those vulnerability posts, having those get to know me posts, having those like, here's what's really going on in my life without giving them like the nitty gritty, like what I meant to say in the beginning. I do feel like that is really going to help a lot of those people that feel like they can't keep up with all these fake ass, sorry, with all these like fake people, influencers or whatever. I'm not calling out like a bunch of people out there like they're all fake, but I do feel like there is a lot of this, look at my life and look at all this, you know, that is really putting it out there for people. It serves as a purpose for you to, number one, if they can do it, I can do it. But number two, make sure you're not comparing yourself to them and their path and their journey and their resources and whatever it is they've got going for themselves, right? We're all on different paths. Know what you want wholeheartedly and don't stop until you get there. But the game of comparison is going to kill it altogether for you. So we've got the Knight of Wands in January. So Knight of Wands, that's, you know, could be you going back and forth. That decision factor is what I'm hearing, where some of you may be wondering whether or not you're doing the right thing, going down the right path. Are we going to do this for another year? Am I going to stick to my guns this time around? I do feel that with the Knight of Wands, there's a lot of these like very, and I heard the word fancy, so very highs and lows. Like maybe you have these experiences that feel like they've been an up level to what you thought you were capable in the past. Like maybe you're going to fancy events and dinners. Maybe you're dressing up, you know, just for a night out in the town, just so that you know what that feels like. You embody that energy and it creates more of those opportunities for you. So I do get the feeling that with the Knight of Wands, there's that little bit of experimental process where let's try this out for size, you know, and look at that Knight of Cups. So You know, I do get the feeling of, you know, let's try this out. Let's try that out. You know, it's that experimental phase to really try to figure out what it is you truly want. Some of you really don't know wholeheartedly. You have an idea, but you don't know until you really put yourself out there, whether that's in love or the path in business that you want to take. I get this feeling that some of you may be afraid to branch out. I feel like you have the experience in what it is that you want to do, but there is still a little something holding you back, whether it's fear of judgment, whether it's, you know, people talking about you like, oh, look at Aries trying to do all that, you know, like who does Aries think they are? You know, like I said, don't listen to the haters, because I feel like you do have someone like that around you, okay? But the Knight of Cups with the Knight of Wands, listen, if you are single and you're dating, you may be experiencing right off the bat a little bit of the ghosting energy, a little bit of the flaky energy, people saying like, you know, they really want to see where this goes, but then, you know, their energy and their vibe is kind of like very non-committal, you know, like they reach out when they feel like it, or they've got other things going on. So I do feel like if you are already noticing that type of energy or behavior from someone, don't stop until you know you've found the right one for you, right? And as I say that, look at that. Page of Cups, Six of Cups flipped over, as well as the Emperor. So the Emperor, that is your energy, Aries. So that, you know, that's you saying, listen, I'm deserving and worthy of so much more. You know, and, you know, maybe I want something a little more playful and romantic and, you know, soulmate energy. And this person, while they may be fun from time to time, they're not very consistent. And I feel like Aries, that's not really what you want. So moving on into February, we've got the Eight of Swords here. Eight of Swords, again, if this is in romance, don't hold yourself back. Don't keep yourself in this. You know, I really love this about them. If only they were the whole package, and let's hope that they do become the whole package. If you're already seeing the warning signs, take them as they are. Okay. But I do feel like, again, there's that fear of moving forward, that fear of branching out, that fear of success, that fear of being judged, that fear of really, I'm hearing breaking out and just allowing your authentic you coming out wholeheartedly. Okay. So yeah, Page of Wands. So this is an opportunity for you to start anew, whether it's in business or love, or just really putting yourself out there, starting, you know, I just heard fan base. So some of you may be in social media, in the public eye, like influencer world, or you've been trying to break into that. Again, being your most authentic and not a cookie cutter version of every other influencer out there is what is going to work for you. That is where your victory comes from. And if you get like this random idea that comes to you, either in your dream or just out of nowhere, you're, you know, commuting, stuck in traffic, on the train, whatever it may be, all of a sudden some idea pops in, do it, run with it. One of those, many of those are really going to get you noticed. Okay. Sorry if it keeps like messing up on the focus, guys. As I was saying, Page of Wands, clarifying the Eight of Swords. You may be afraid of branching out and going on this new opportunity, a new chapter in your life. Page of Wands really is good news. It's, you know, new opportunities, embarking on new chapters. This is offers in partnership. Could be offers in, you know, growth of some sort, right? So again, if you're in influencer world, if you're out there, if you've put yourself out there for a while, this is like, you know, one of your videos going viral. This is you getting noticed. This is you going like, holy cow. All right, take that momentum from it and run with it, right? Very good news. It could also be good news all around you within your family. It could be if you're not in influencer world, right? This could be good news around you and your family. Could be promotion, pregnancies, things of that nature. Someone doing really well in school, right? Getting straight A's, good grades, being accepted into a specific program that maybe they've been wanting to get into. But very, very promising business opportunities, but you cannot be afraid to open up that door, okay? Because that Eight of Swords is really saying, I want to, but I don't know if I'm ready. You're ready, Aries. You are ready. March says Seven of Wands. This is standing up for what you truly believe in, feeling like you've had to stand your ground for way too long, that you have literally just gotten tired of, you know, explaining to people that this is what you want to do, right? So if this has something to do with business, or it could be in a relationship, right? Having to justify the moves that you make, the decisions that you make, things of that nature. I just feel like the Seven of Wands reminds us that sometimes if we have to constantly, you know, explain our reasoning, our why to people, then they're all missing the point here. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. You know, if this is something that you want to do, if this is someone that you want to be with, you don't need to explain yourself to anyone. Period. Point blank, period. Okay? Because the right people are going to support you regardless. And maybe they don't believe in what you're doing or what you want or that you can do it. And that's okay. Aries, if I can give you one bit of advice this year, do not wait for someone's approval, support, validation. You got to be okay without it, because at the end of the day, when you really, truly, truly believe in yourself and you know you're capable of these things, and you've explained certain paths, certain things, certain beliefs over and over again to people that are just never going to get it, you sound like a broken record, and it becomes tiresome for you to want to continue on that path. And that's exactly their point. It's like dulling your excitement because they don't get it. And honestly, the amount of people that will, once they see your success, will still probably cast doubt. So I do feel that come March, you're going to be at that point of, I'm moving forward with or without them, and I don't need their approval. And I do feel that you will very much get that strength out of that situation. Oh, look at that. Seven of Wands, clarifying the Seven of Wands in the month of March. So I believe Aries season is around March as well. Why am I drawing a blank? Yes, March, April. So yeah, I just feel as though at this point in time, there are things that come up where you really are going to really set those boundaries. I do feel like you are ready to put up a fight. However, don't exhaust yourself over people's lack of understanding of what you're trying to do. You're doing yourself a disservice. And I feel that rather than getting them to understand, a simple statement of the joy, of the happiness, of what you love to do and how you want to do things and how you want to live, and then setting a boundary from then on, you may realize and experience that you'll be moving forward beyond that on your own without someone's support. And you got to be okay with that, because I do feel like that may be happening for some of you in the month of March. What else can you tell me in March before I move on to April? Could be around a water sign, or just someone who's, you know, really pulls on you emotionally, knows how to, I feel like they almost have this sort of way of getting to you on an emotional level. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could be a mother figure who is almost putting it out there like, I don't want to see you fail. I don't want to see you fall on your face. And it's like, those are their fears. They're projecting those fears onto you. They don't have to be yours. Okay. Moving forward into April, we've got the Moon card, the first major arcana of your year. You've got, let me see, 3 major arcanas this year. So the Moon card really is about knowing that you've got this beautiful idea that you want to keep moving forward. Again, with the fear factor, knowing that if you step out, proclaim, you know, something to your family, the world, the universe, right? If you say, I'm switching careers, I'm doing this instead of that, or, you know, for some of you, it could be a new partnership. I'm leaving one partner and I'm going to be single for a while, or I'm going to explore a different partnership, or, you know, things of that nature. It feels as though that for some of you, if there are decisions that you have thought about making in the past that have been very difficult, because you know that that means leaving certain people behind, or situations, or, you know, places like job places. I do feel that you're on this mission to, I feel like it's a clarifying moment for you in this month, because you're on a mission to explore more, but also breaking out of that fear factor, right? Oh my God, you guys. So you've got repeated cards with the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Wands clarifying, and now you've got the Moon clarifying the Moon. So this is an opportunity for you to definitely break out of any kind of disillusionment. Also feel like you're really breaking out of your shell, letting people see you for who you really are, your beliefs, your gifts, skills, abilities. Maybe you're, you know, you've studied one thing that you've been in a career in, and then you're like going somewhere completely different. And it's kind of like, how do I not sound crazy telling people this is what I want to do with my life? Same thing in love, right? You've been in a relationship or marriage for a really long time, and this feels like maybe it's only been inevitable that you were eventually going to separate. And I say that because you do have the separation card here. But, you know, you've got to branch out to really know and understand. So this could also be secrets being revealed. 6 of Cups flew out as I was saying that. So this could be something that stems from childhood, or perhaps you have felt that in your marriage relationship, long-term commitment, that there is actually someone that you have a much more endearing and soul tie type relationship that you really want to expand upon and embark upon. The Moon also speaks of, you know, trusting your intuition, you know, making sure that you do know what you are doing, that you do know that you can trust yourself and your mind's eye and your guidance moving forward. I'm seeing the High Priestess as I'm saying that. So I do feel like very strongly your intuition is going to get stronger. You will be able to not only walk the unpopular path here, and not being afraid to expand on, you know, different areas of your life. But I get the feeling that that fear factor is definitely going to go away after that. I feel like you will be way stronger than you ever thought possible. And it's like the silver lining during this almost dark moment. And I don't mean it like, you know, total depression or anything like that. I mean like within darkness is where you will end up finding your own light moving forward, okay? And so we move on to May, the Three of Cups, right? And look at that. The Star card just flipped over as I said that. So another major arcana here. The Star card does speak of, you know, finding your own emotional balance through healing, hope, knowing that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, which is kind of what I said here with the Moon card. So it does feel very, very promising for you that what it is that you choose to embark on, celebrate. I apologize if there's a little bit, like a few too many cutouts, is that I'm trying to cut out cough attacks that I have here. So as I was saying, in May, you have the Three of Cups with the Star card clarifying, right? And the Star card really, like I said, this is you embracing who you truly are. I mean, she is in the nude, right? She is bearing herself, literally, B-A-R-E, right? Bearing herself, emotionally, physically. And I feel like that really does help you embrace you as a whole. I get this feeling that perhaps there was a time in your life where you had a little bit of a shame energy, right? That maybe you felt a little bit of shame for past experiences or traumas that you may have carried for quite some time. I do feel like they no longer affect you the way they may have in the past. Three of Cups does speak of, you know, the energy of union, and I get this feeling of abundance and growth, and there's a lot to celebrate in this month. There's a lot of opportunities that I feel are going to open up for you, whether this is meeting your soul family, this is, you know, a new circle of friends, a new partnership, relationship, or just meeting the right connections when you need them, especially if you are embarking on, like I said earlier, like holistic, modalities, methods of healing and bettering yourself and being more grounded. I even get this feeling for some of you, and not in a religious way, but almost like this very emotional and spiritual cleansing that happens around water. So it doesn't necessarily mean like some of you are like going to be like born again Christian and baptizing and things like that. But there are cleansing and healing rituals that do happen in water or around water. It just feels very promising for you moving forward and finally doing a big release. So another major arcana that comes through is the Justice card, as I was saying that. So it's like one of those where you're cutting out that karmic, you know, tie from the past that I just heard the word dredged, like you were dredged in pain and trauma at some point of your life. And I don't feel that a lot of people are aware of everything that you've been through. But you're definitely superseding that, like outrageously superseding that. Like that is nothing compared to all the good that is about to come into your life. Okay, so know that the scales of karma have balanced moving forward because you've done yourself the best thing that you can do for yourself, and that is healing, and that is, you know, being who you are, regardless of the scars, the wounds, and the trauma, and not being afraid to let people know that, listen, I was able to survive this, so can you, okay? Yes, it may be difficult for some of you to go through that, but I do feel that by the time this comes around in your life, whether in, you know, May or sometime in 2023, or some of you may already be experiencing that, I do feel that it will no longer affect you the way that it used to. You know that when you stop dwelling and crying and I heard the word whimpering, so maybe some of you are just, you know, got used to kind of holding it in, and so it comes out like a whimper. You're going to notice that that no longer happens. There's no emotional reaction mentally, emotionally, and even physically from you. You've spiritually cleansed that out is how I'm hearing it. So whatever that is, I mean, if it works for you, let me know down below, because I'm sure a lot of people will want to experience the same. Moving forward into June, we've got the Strength card, right? So, you know, if you look at the Strength card, this is a major arcana for you. This could be a reflective period here where you really look back at everything that you've gone through. You acknowledge just how strong you truly are, everything that you've had to experience and go through. I do feel like some of you have felt like it's taken you a very long time to wear your pain, your trauma, like a badge of honor. And at the same time, I feel like while some of you may have questioned, why me? Why did I have to go through this? Why did I have to experience this? I didn't sign up for this. I don't recall signing up for this, right? I do feel that I just got this line completely not within the tone. I'm sorry. I know that this was a little bit of more serious, but this is, you know, angel spirit guides way of like cutting the the seriousness in what you've experienced and trying to lighten things up. So noted. But in the movie, if you've ever watched it, it's an Adam Sandler movie, so obviously not in the same tone as what I was just talking about. Happy Gilmore, when he, I can't remember the other guy's name, his competitor, right, golf tournament, if you've seen it, and he says, I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. I literally got that quote when I was talking about, you know, carrying the pain and the trauma like a badge of honor, and now literally being like, you can't affect me. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast, right? And I don't mean to offend anybody, but that I have not seen that movie in ages, but why that came up, so obviously it's going to relate to somebody here where you're just like so strong, so fierce that you're just like, try me. You know, it's just not happening. You're no longer going to affect me, especially if somebody tries to come back around, right? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. So, and you have the Nine of Pentacles right underneath as well. But Nine of Pentacles does speak of, you know, very independent, not, you know, not allowing people to just kind of come in and rain on your parade. Now, I do have to warn you with the Nine of Pentacles, and, you know, coming out of bad experiences, bad pain, trauma, is that you don't want to be hyper independent, right? Because hyper independent is that energy of, you know, I don't need you. I don't need anybody. You know, I got me, and, you know, whatever. You go into this, this mode of I can only count on myself and I can't count on anyone else. But in reality, that's, you're doing yourself a disservice by not allowing other people to come in and offer help, blessings, assistance, whatever it may be. Not in everything, right? You may not need to talk to a million people to feel better, right? But you don't also have to like meet them with shutting the door right on their face when you do that. So just be mindful of, you know, being hyper independent, because when you let too many people know you don't need them, you don't need anybody else, you're literally telling the universe you don't need anything, you don't need anyone, and you got you. And then that will continue to manifest more of difficult opportunities that maybe you've been trying to manifest for yourself, right? It'll be difficult for you to manifest opportunities that you've been wanting, is what I'm trying to say. So take note of that. Know that it's okay to say no to people, letting them know that maybe you're not interested in their help or whatever it may be. Maybe you're looking towards a different path. Just say thank you. You know, not interested in that at that time, or, you know, whatever it may be. But just keep that in mind. So moving on into July, you've got the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is the energy of really taking a time out, taking a pause and reflecting, and really taking all the ideas and the experiences of what you have been through, and you know, not allowing it to keep you, your life, your success, your relationship, your business on pause, but rather gathering all the evidence, all the experience, the do's, the don'ts, the, you know, this is what worked, that did not work. So understanding what worked and separating yourself from past failures or past mistakes and learning from them rather than, you know, repeating the same old cycle, right? So the Hanged Man and the Empress card. So more major arcana. So clearly, Aries, this is going to be a very impactful year for you. The Empress does speak of growth. Now, if you've tried to plant seeds in a specific area in your life, be it career, relationship, friendship, whatever it may have been, and the crop kind of died down, didn't really grow to a green pasture that you had hoped, I do feel like there's this reflective energy in the summer, in the month of July, that says, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I've tried. So I know what didn't work, but now I'm moving forward with experience. Now I'm moving forward with a little bit more clarity and knowledge that I did in the past. So definitely feel as though this is an, oh, look at that, with another major arcana. This is another opportunity for you to, like, and I just heard level up, game strong, okay? So you're absolutely using that opportunity in the summer to gather all the experience, the positive experience, and, you know, knowledge and know-how, and knowing that you are ready to embark on something new. So I do feel like big, massive changes for you in the month of July. So this summer feels as though June, July is going to be a very reflective time in your life. Having the opportunity, I'm getting this feeling of having a few different paths open up for you and opportunities to explore and expand on, whether it's, you know, opportunities to date, opportunities to, you know, get together with other like-minded individuals that maybe are not your regular part of your family, friend support system. I also get the feeling that some of you maybe have an opportunity for traveling and really experiencing something that you never thought you would be able to do. I'm hearing the word challenge. I feel like you're almost challenging yourself to break out of your comfort zone and doing something that you normally wouldn't do. Maybe some of you are afraid to travel to certain destinations. Maybe you're afraid of flying. It could be you're afraid of whether you're afraid of flying, trains, or road tripping, whatever it may be. I do feel like you're breaking out of your comfort zone. You're taking that leap of faith. It's almost like this little mini self-challenge where you really are breaking out of your comfort zone. You really are breaking out of your shell. I do get this feeling that a new you altogether is going to come out this like spring, summer. And I just feel like the message that I got is you're going to shock a lot of people with, you know, the path that you've decided to take. And it's all right. Let me tell you, the Empress and the World card, you know, two of the most positive major arcanas here that are saying, listen, whatever it is that you want to do, remember you also have the Victory card here as well. You will be victorious. Trust your intuition. You will have massive success. I do feel, and I know the Wheel of Fortune is not here, but I do feel like you're going to have many opportunities falling on your lap. Opportunities that are going to feel like, wow, is it my lucky day? I'm hearing that very clearly. You're almost going to be astounded. I'm hearing astounded and astonished at the same time, but I'm hearing it like, holy cow, is this really happening? Don't question it. Run with it. Okay, trust your intuition, especially if this is something you've been wanting for yourself for a long time. So August, you have the Two of Pentacles. You know, this could be trying to figure out which path to take, which option to take. Do I leave my career to start something new? Do I cut back my hours at my job part-time so that I can focus on what it is I truly want to do? Do I go back to school? Do I move in with this person? Do I take this a little bit more seriously? Where do I go from here is what I'm hearing you question. So listen, don't get stuck in, not a single one of my cards is in reverse, by the way, so it flipped out in reverse for a reason. But I do get this feeling of, you know, analysis paralysis. If you keep trying to figure out yes, no, should I, shouldn't I, you know, do I, don't I, you're going to end up getting stuck in like this analysis paralysis type energy, right? Total indecision, because you're too busy trying to weigh out pros and cons of everything. And it may take you a lot longer to make a decision for yourself, meaning there's no opportunity that opens up because you've taken too long. The Death card in reverse is really saying stagnancy, because the Death card upright, which is another major arcana, Death card upright is death and rebirth, putting an end to things. But the Death in reverse with the Two of Pentacles here, I mean, talk about a cycle, right? That really does say, are we going to continue this cycle? Because it feels like you are. It feels like there's still a little bit of anxiety that may break through, that may come through where you're just like, I'm not sure if I should do this or not. Am I ready? Is this the right time? What comes out of this? Yeah, Page of Swords. Having to make that final decision, you know, not being afraid. Weighing out your options and really sticking to it, but not taking too long that you lose an opportunity that's been given to you, right? So let me put it to you this way. If you're offered an opportunity to do something and it's all lined up for you, but yet you're still on this, you know, should I, shouldn't I, you know, yes, no, maybe so. If that offer would be pulled away and taken away and be gone for good, will you feel regret? Will you feel like, why didn't I move fast enough? That will help you narrow down your answer. Okay, now in the month of September here, we've got the Nine of Swords. Remember what I said. Are you going to feel like shoulda, coulda, woulda? I should have moved faster. I didn't take that opportunity when I had the chance. Now, here I am, not moving forward, right? You've got another 9 here. Let's see, how many 9s do we have? I want to say we had a few. I don't know why I thought that, but I did feel like we had a few. So you have another 9 here. You know, so the Nine of Swords really is, you know, as much as she would like to take comfort with her like beautiful quilted blanket. I don't know why I'm getting the word weighted blanket. So maybe some of you take comfort with a weighted blanket. But I do feel like some of you may be almost wanting to hide under the covers, over a missed opportunity is what I'm hearing. So again, going back to this, the good thing about, I cannot make this up. The good thing about, you know, these type of readings is that I'm letting you know the possibilities of what can happen the year ahead. So we all have free will. If you're knowing that this is a possibility for you, then you're already one step ahead, because you know that you can do something to maybe figure it out, focus a little bit more, take a little bit extra time, and not putting off this type of decision making, right? Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. And as I was saying, you know, regretting about not making a decision fast enough, and it's your Two of Pentacles, which is what came out right before in August. So this feels like it's a tough decision that you're trying to weigh your options out on, trying to figure out, do I, don't I? Really take the time. And I don't mean like take the time where it takes forever, but like sit down, focus, take an entire day, 2 days, whatever, where you know, like, okay, I'm really going to sit down and figure this out for once and for all. I'm not going to let it spread out over days or weeks or months, because what can happen is that offer, that opportunity will expire. Okay. Does it mean you'll never have an opportunity like that again? No, because I feel like opportunities are meant to be, that are meant to be, will always come back around. However, you may be delaying yourself taking that path. I feel that this is where a little bit of that self-doubt or imposter syndrome comes in, because it feels as though it may set you back just a little bit. So make sure you are grounded, you understand what this means for you moving forward, and don't be afraid to make the best decision for you. Okay, I feel like pulling one more for this Nine of Swords. Yeah, see? The Magician card, another major arcana. So this feels like an opportunity for you to really embark on this journey that you have been trying to manifest for yourself for so long. And it's like it's finally here and you're afraid to pull the trigger. And that's the feeling I get. You're afraid to pull the trigger. You don't know what's on the other side of that new path, of that new journey. But you do know what your comfort zone is and where you've been this whole time, right? So for some of you, it is about walking away. Eight of Cups, that reminds me, I did see at the bottom of the deck here is the Eight of Cups. So it could be that part of your main theme this year is walking away from what no longer serves you, but also walking away, knowing when your road has ended in a career, in a relationship, in a friendship, knowing when it's time to grow and expand, not being afraid to go on spiritual journeys as it needs to, right? For you to really figure out what's next for you. So I do feel like you are walking away from what no longer brings you joy, and not being afraid to really create the life that you've been wanting. I just feel like somebody here takes a really big deep breath and saying, I'm really going to do this. Fuck it, I'm doing it, you know, and do it. More power to you. In October, Nine of Pentacles. Now, we did have the Nine of Pentacles here, see? So here we go with that card of prosperity, growth, financial prosperity, independence, having it all and having more than you even thought possible, right? So Six of Wands, again, very popular, the card of like popularity, having a following. I did say that in the beginning. I know I haven't touched on it since then, but I do get the feeling that your victory is going to come from you being authentically you showing people, listen, I've got this opportunity. I'm a little afraid, you know, but I'm going to take this risk. I'm going to take this chance. And I'm, you know, I just feel like putting it all out there, not all of it, but you know what I mean? Where it's relatable to people, right? I feel like it has never been more successful to be relatable, or relatable to be successful, for people that they feel like, well, not for me. Yeah, you, because it happened to me. That's how I'm hearing it. So I do feel like showing your growth, the strides that you've taken, everything that you've gone through, it does show that you've got an increase in popularity, victory, and success. You know, the wreath of victory is here, just like the laurels here on the victory card. So very, very beautiful outcome. Yeah, look at that. There's a lot for you to look forward to. I'm also hearing more opportunities on the business front here than you ever thought possible. You know, I'm hearing there will be business partnerships that come through. There's also new love that comes through for some of you that are looking for love, okay? I do feel like there is growth in partnerships and growth in community is what I'm hearing, okay? So definitely, you know, think of that as you move forward and how you move forward with the decisions you make for yourself. November has the Two of Cups. That is, you know, I'm hearing a blessed union, a blessed partnership. This could also be you connecting with what it is that you truly want for yourself. I get this feeling of reaching out to someone for advice, practicality, moving forward, how this will grow for you. Yeah, the Hermit card. There's the other 9 that I was saying. I kept seeing another 9. So, oh, and look at that. Ten of Pentacles. So, you know, if you have Virgo in your chart, this features prominently. Virgo is the Hermit is the major arcana here, another major arcana, letting you know you've got the wisdom here. This could be the energy of connecting with your higher self, connecting through meditation with future Aries, right? What steps do I need to take? You know, I'm trying to reach my 10 of Pentacles here. So going from the 9 to the 10 features very prominently to you. So I do get this feeling of, you know, like I said, success, stability, money coming your way, feeling like I just heard you're owning it, okay? So you've owned who you are. You've owned your success. You know that, you know, after everything that you've gone through, that this is the way it was meant to work out for you. There's a lot of that reflective energy that is coming through. So be mindful that, you know, when you are in this reflective energy, that you're not stuck in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Because in December here, we've got the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, you know, emotional discontentment. You know, you've got 3 cups standing here, and you're focused on the 3 cups that may have spilt at some time, or maybe they're not, like half empty, half full, however you want to see it. But you've got the universe offering you one big, beautiful cup. It's like staring at you right in your face, and you're like too focused on these 3 here. If you are not standing in a place of gratitude where, yeah, new opportunities, there it is. Oh, you may be stuck on, you know, codependent issues or, you know, unhealthy, toxic relationships from the past, that you're not able to see a healthy relationship when it comes your way. Be careful of that energy, because it's not in your highest good to dwell on those toxic energies, right? Those unhealthy relationships and attachments. Yeah. So I feel like there's a little bit of that self-doubt. Like, am I going to enter another unhealthy relationship? Am I going to, you know, end up messing around with someone who's just like the last one, right? Get all that shit out of your system, Aries. It's really got no place, you know, really doesn't. Let me have one more here. Yeah. So some of you, again, I want to say I said it in the beginning with the envy card or wherever it came through. You do have this feeling of, you know, rising above people that are not for your highest good, people that are not meant to grow with you, right? What's that saying? You know, growing through what you go through. Some people continue that same cycle of pain, of trauma from the past. Trust me, in 2023, none of that shit is going with you into the following year. You're definitely growing from it and letting it go. And you're acknowledging things that maybe you never thought you would have been able to acknowledge in the past. So on that note, your love energy for 2023, you do have the card of separation. Time apart from your parent is on the from your partner is on the horizon. For some of you, well, since I said parent, your parents could be going through a separation, and you may have to be dealing with, you know, one parent, you know, coming to you, or both of them coming to you, and you being in the middle. So just keep that in mind. That's not for everyone, but you may be struggling with dealing with that. For others of you, I do feel this energy of, you know, the card of separation here is really saying that whether this is a long-term separation, I feel like there is this disconnect or detachment between the two of you, especially if you are going through a healing journey, or your partner is, and it feels like you're almost at this unrelatable point in your relationship, right? Like, you know, you see them changing, or they see you changing, and they're at the point of thinking they're about to lose you, because you're healing, you're growing, you're leveling up. And if that is fearful to them, then that tells you that they've got a little bit of healing to do as well, right? And anybody that wants to keep you in the same pain and trauma cycle, or trauma bond, and, you know, does not want to see you heal and grow and be a better you, the best you possible. If that's their comfort zone, but you know that you're not that person anymore, again, separation could take place. For some of you, the separation could be like, I'm going away on a retreat for a weekend to help me heal and grow and understand myself and do whatever I need to do to disconnect from the world and, you know, do some soul searching. That also, you know, feels like it could be happening for some of you. Doesn't mean it's like separation, divorce, end of the world. Okay. So just keep that in mind. You also have the card of keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. I do feel some of you may enter same-sex relationships if that's not like your usual type. For others of you, you may you know, it may be someone that you're really not used to dating, because now you've realized that perhaps the same type of person you've been dating is the same type of person you should probably be running away from. Well, not necessarily, but, you know, I'm exaggerating on that, but you know what I mean? Like if there's a specific type of personality or attitude that that in a person that you've dated in the past, I feel like you're now ready to embark on something new. You're ready to like really keep an open mind here. Now, finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. The way this feels, though, it feels as though you really are going to be very focused on the business and career front moving forward. That has a lot of growth, because you're healing. You're growing through what you've gone through, and that does help you expand your finances, your success, and your career moving forward, right? And so it feels very, very promising. However, like I said, if some of you are with, you know, in partnerships where they don't want to see you heal and grow because they're not ready to do that for themselves, that's a whole other reading altogether. Okay, Aries. But I do feel like as you become more successful, as your finances, I even feel like if you have shared finances, they may want to like cut you off at a certain point in your life. Like, no, you can't be, you know, spending money on that. We've got to do this. And it's now them fearing your success, because they see something. They see you growing. They see you being successful in the future. So keep that in mind. Now your angel blessings. Ooh, the angel blessings. Wow, look at that. For the year, normally I don't take more than two, you know, cards that fly out, but I will take those. Two more major arcanas and one more. Oh, yes. Loving it for you, Aries. Definitely here for it. So the strength card, which you already do have here. A lot of repeated cards in this reading, but great inner strength. Release harsh judgments, and forgiveness and compassion. I'm pretty sure I said that in the beginning. If you've been afraid of people judging you, their thoughts about you, them speaking about you, listen, only because this is how I normally talk to my friends and family, yes, but who the hell cares? Okay, yes, I really am like that. So 7 of water, a complex decision, the need to do research and stop procrastinating. We did talk about a little bit of that, you know, analysis paralysis. Don't procrastinate when an opportunity comes your way. Don't delay your own success for fear of judgments is what I'm hearing. You also have the World card, which you do have it here. That was the clarifier. So beautiful, beautiful energy. This is Archangel Michael. This is end of cycles. Absolutely. That up level sign of up level is here. A job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path towards enlightenment. These are the blessings that your angels are bringing your way. And let me tell you, 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles. I mean, hello. I am up for that any time of day, year, month, week, whatever. This is a very happy family life. Financial security and finding magic in the little things in life. Aries, I know this has felt like a lot of information at one time, but trust me when I tell you the growth. I mean, this is going to be a beautifully amazing year for you, where you really are owning your true and authentic self, owning who you are, and no longer being afraid to put yourself out there. I love this for you, Aries. Have a wonderful holiday, a beautiful 2023. You know, make sure that you give this a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Remember not to let people's judgments and negative, you know, talking, chitter chatter affect you in any way. You are meant for great things, Aries, and I am here for that. I love it. If you'd like your own 2023 personal yearly forecast, the link is in the description box below, where you can book your own 2023. Have a wonderful year. Happy New Year. Take care. Sending you lots of love and blessings. Bye.